Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back. So in the last time, we went and talked to Alphanaut, and he said that basically starting this next quest will cause a lot of cutscenes to play in. And yeah, so we're gonna do it now. That's why we stopped last time because it would have taken too long. So let's get started. So let's get some food for the extra experience buff. Last time. All right, here we go.
This isn't right. The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
It's a trap!
Not willingly, no.
Warrior of Darkness. Uh-oh.
The saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
I mean, the last two times we beat you guys there, so I don't know what you're talking about.
By the 12, will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the Warrior of Light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos.
You realize I think you think you're doing the right thing, but
for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
you sound psycho.
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Uh-oh.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
A black carbuncle? Wait, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. It's got red and black.
will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Alize!
Did I not tell you, Alphano? I am not the girl I once was.
What class is she?
My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Which is? Oh. She a summoner? Alphino is a scholar, so is she a summoner? Or not? A Dark Knight? Red Mage?
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Let's finish this.
Why is the sword in the book? Okay, here we go. I'm wondering if I should have done this as rogue. Maybe I should have switched. Oh, crud. I was invulnerable. I was freaking, using the same controls as Pokemon Unite because I was playing that before this. Threw me the heck off.
You shall fall soon enough.
These guys don't even get a name.
There's no escape.
Eek. So, am I just... I was gonna say, am I just knocking them out, or have I killed them? But they just woke back up. Where's the healer? Why is he invulnerable? Come on, man! What am I supposed to be doing? This isn't fair. Oh, wait. Am I supposed... Okay, I get it. Okay. Took me a second.
No more games.
Wait, what? What's this? Hey, how are you doing that? Wait. What?
It ends now. What?
The chains!
Oh, thanks for following.
You snake!
I
You would betray us as well?
was pretty sure he wasn't.
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart.
I didn't think
But
he was
say,
going to be
warrior of
defeated.
darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Eorzea!
Oh, who's surprised about this? Oh. No one.
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
I'm getting Kingdom Hearts vibes here.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Yeah, so, as I said in the last video, when I saw him as the quest giver in there, I was like, you know what? I don't think we're gonna defeat him. I was thinking, I didn't know that he was double-crossing the Warriors of Darkness. I thought maybe he really believed in what he was doing and we would turn him at the end. But apparently he was a snake within a snake.
Thou mayest, my lady.
What's with the elves in the books?
By thy leave.
So what was the point of
Even odds.
bringing
then.
them here?
No matter.
I'm confused.
We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
Okay, so are we gonna kill the Warrior of Darkness? I don't think so.
Understood.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance.
I don't think we...
Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
So is she like
Make
a
ready.
paladin
They come.
without a shield, or red mage? I don't think she's a red mage. What class is she? Can't see squat. How do I channel Aether into the blade? Wait, where is she?
I must have more ether.
How do I... Oh, it just naturally charges. Okay. Oh no, I did the wrong combo. Got a rabbit. Oh yeah. What is this tether ability? Was there... Why do I need to give you Aether again? I mean, they're pretty much all down now, right? He's not casting anymore. I mean, what happens if I defeat them without the Aether thing? Oh, okay. Oh, I have to click on her? Wait. What do I do? How do I... How? Tell me how. How do I do it? Oh. Wait. Okay. Invisible. Invisible floating words. That makes sense.
The ether. Ugh, it's not enough.
You mustn't channel so much at once. So what am I supposed to be doing? It wasn't very clear on the instructions for this. I need to get rid of this guy. Or wait, can I channel it even when I'm being attacked? Nope. How long is this freaking cast? Jeez.
I can feel it. Just a little more.
Dude, can you stop? Seriously? Stop with this immortality shield thing. You know, I gotta say, lady, this isn't a great strategy you have. If it takes this long to charge an attack, it's not very good in actual combat situations. Oh. This game, my dealer, got rezzed too. Come on, leave me alone. I just want to charge into the floating letters in the sky. I can't very well. And he resists my stuns too. Come on, man! Come on, man! Seriously? You're not doing a good job holding the line. Okay. Actually, both of them are kind of dumb.
Tis done. With this blade, I
Both
banish
of
the
their
darkness.
attacks take such long to freaking...
No. Not like this.
How'd that not hit me? And us, and everyone. It just conveniently attacks only enemies.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished.
What?
Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt plains with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
They can do that?
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Well, I feel like this is cheating.
Wait! Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
Kill himself?
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives.
I mean, you live forever in return, so what the frig? Did you
We were
really
just
give up your
adventurers
life?
trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders, and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
By destroying another world?
I've died before, Arbit. I'm not afraid to die again.
I was expecting his voice to be a lot deeper and a lot gruffer. Just saying.
No matter how many times we fall, we must arise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
Wait a second. So they each have an individual crystal while I have the full set for my realm. What does that mean?
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
You mean crystals? Why am I only showing one? I'm pretty sure I collected all of them. Where are the others? So 1 versus 5. I don't know what happened to the rest of my crystals. Hear, feel, think.
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From 2 worlds do we gather, and from 2 worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Yeah, knew she wasn't dead. My character's acting surprised, but I'm not surprised.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia.
Princess Zelda! No, sorry.
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
Yeah, that's not,
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light.
Everything must be removed. Darkness cannot be channeled. It must be contained. I mean, no, it cannot be contained. It must be channeled. Something, whatever.
Thank you, Eorzea, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
I have a feeling we're not going to... This isn't the last we see of her, though.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
It would be really cool if, well, this is my first time playing this game, so I really don't know what the expansions entail, but if we had an expansion that took us to the Warrior of Darkness's world, that would be so cool.
Long have I watched you from Hydaelyn's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses
I was wondering
of the
what
world
happened to
hide
that.
untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, ffxiv. I pray you, keep to the path, that you may never have need of it.
Broken stick.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servant of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
Game definitely took inspiration after Kingdom Hearts.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph.
You know, when they said that several cutscenes would play out in sequence and it would be a long time, they weren't kidding.
Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
No. Mommy's gonna get bad news.
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
My heart. It would seem that we are in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia's doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on our way, and the Warriors of Darkness too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then returning to the first, would they not? But mayhaps that is their wish. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere. And this when I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals. I hope Erringer keeps that outfit. It's so much cooler than his last one. Leave them to me. I will go back to Zaharek to secure them. The Amaja are still in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They are not like to notice a lone bard sulking about. I thought you were a rogue. But Thancred, you don't have to do this, I know, but I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. I should go and find Yada and Palilimo. They must have finished searching for the Mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. Speak thy mind. I do not expect thy forgiveness. You must be tired, Zamroth. I know I am. If thou would permit, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of my independent pursuits? I don't know about her, but it was pretty obvious. I'm surprised no one else figured it out. When I saw you meeting with that warrior of darkness in the Ascian while at the Great Library, I tried not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way, knowing that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did, but sought to achieve the greatest good, while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. But even knowing what came of your actions, I find I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Zamroth, forgive me, but I believe that the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee unto the refuge in thine own choosing. Once my lady has regained her strength, I shall join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, warrior light. Hey. That was interesting. I kinda wanted to be more story with the Warrior of Darkness. Like, I mean, their story concluded just fine and everything like that, but I kinda wish that there had been some bigger evil that had appeared and we would have had to team up with them. I think that would have been cool. Having to put a distance aside and have darkness and light working together. What the frick? Where am I? Here? Ah. Well met, Zamroth. Alpha Node said you would be joining us. 1 second. Water's good. It would seem the griffin and stubble was telling the truth, insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the vast camp. Did you perhaps find one in Zaharak? Actually, sit down for the long story. I don't believe it. The crystals, memorabilia, all of it, it's just, I don't know what is. I sympathize, Yada. Even now I struggle to comprehend which I saw. The only thing I can say for certainly is that I feel blessed to have been granted one final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, but also affirming. Alvanad, I believe it is past time Yada and I rejoined the Scions. We have been away for far too long. Though I loathe to leave Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit more dispassionate persuasive, blah, 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 blah. And I hope that we might in turn offer our own options that may on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Tachiru's tales may well surprise you. Gundobald! Yada Ragar, be praised, it is you. Yada, alive, and standing here before me in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. What, is she like the princess of the nation or something? Oh, come now. It really has been too long. Do you remember me? It's Gundobad. I fought by your side, beside your father in the revolution. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the resistance were always welcome in Little Amigo. They gave us hope, and young Yada most of all. Yada here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission, until the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst, but here you are, alive, and well, looking nay a day older. What can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. Oh, it's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still in the circle of knowing back then. Right, anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time. As you can see, I'm completely fine. You know, we've got a lot to talk about, and we will. But right now, I gotta hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Running away from your problems isn't a way to solve them. Pray forgive her. It has been a very long day for us. I promise that we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let's return to the Rising Stones. It's taken me for giving you that mask. Did I miss something here? You like the princess or something? I don't know. But they said that she doesn't look like she aged at all. If she hasn't aged, why? They said 20 years ago? She didn't look 20. Welcome home, Zemrat. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word just a short while ago. Once he has delivered them safely to the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here, and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Ysolda and Kryil and briefed them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem to meet to discuss the future. Oh, crud.
Back in the solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Freaking, what's his face? Why am I drawing a blank on his name? The elf. The guy who betrayed us to betray the Warriors of Darkness to get that guy. He's back in his stupid old outfit. I don't care for that outfit.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Oh, boy. Whoops. Accidentally turned it off.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
I didn't care for that outfit.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Eorzea, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes.
I mean, honestly, Thancred was possessed in the first chapter of this story, so he betrayed us in the first one due to the possession, and then now Eorzea betrayed us in this one for the greater good. So who's going to betray us in the next one?
She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Change your outfit.
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got him to keep us from bickering.
Why would I stop such a good
But
show?
I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Comrade.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Alfie?
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
Good question. Usually I just get pulled along with what everyone else wants me to do. New adventure, what else the road goes ever on, to strike with those we have lost, or those we can yet save. Oh, that seems kind of poetic.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Hey, look, everyone's back. I'm doing my. Wait, where's the where's the other boulder? Oh, there he is, hoary boulder. Oh, crud! I should have been reading that. I was speed reading everything else, but this is the main quest. The people we've met, the moments we shared, the losses we suffered, the tragedies we overcome, all of them made us who we are today. Where we go from here is what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find one together. Can't move. Ow!
One world's heroes are another world's villains.
Yeah.
One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
death.
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust ffxiv to me.
The frig is
Clouds
ffxiv?
gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
Oh, that's the staff thing.
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
I don't see that coming back to bite me at all.
There is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
So is he the one who's going to betray us in the next expansion? That guy! Oh, right. Well done, brother. You may resume normal duties and rejoin the others in the coming battles shall be our greatest yet. And I intend to stand with you all on that glorious day. They're noticeably different heights. How is he acting as a true doppelganger? True believers are so readily led. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted then. Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of light or dark, it will bereft I can't talk. It would bereft of equilibrium. It is but a void in waiting, and the void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her embassy with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. Oh, what are those? Oh, the eyes! What the frig? The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you have proven yourself the most deserving. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart of thirst for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe. Okay, so can the eyes possess him? Because at the end of the Nidhogg storyline, we saw his spirit leave. So what happens if his eyes are, like, is his spirit gone so the eyes could just be used? Or is the spirit still lingering in the eyes? I don't know what that's all about. But, whatchamacallit, I'm still saying that this guy is, the guy who's holding the eyes right now, I still say he's that Crystal Brave guy that betrayed us. You know, the one that lopped off what's-his-face's arm? I'm still sticking to that. I think that's who he is. If he didn't have anything to do with the fight, he's probably like, what the frig am I supposed to do with these eyeballs? So it was here all along. Hey! This can't be good. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are about to have so much fun. No retreat, no surrender. Did I finish? Wait. Did I finish the story? No, it's still not over. Dang. Dang, this is longer than I thought it'd be. Hazaru's request for you. Ah, Zemra, just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. It won't take long, I promise. Diamond Forge. Can you imagine if we could forge diamonds? They wouldn't be nearly as valuable as they are now. Oh wait, where the frig is the diamond? Oh. This? No one's questioning that I just brought a dragon into... Okay. Forge sales? What did he sell? Artifact equipment. Okay, I've been wondering, well, what these freaking things are. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. The frig? This isn't creepy at all. Right, everyone ready to go to work? Let me guess, she wants to design a new outfit. I'm guessing. No squirming now. Oh, you might want to close your eyes. It's not creepy at all. He's... Oh my gosh, if I was... Wait. I was gonna say if I was in his position, but I am him. Uh-oh. What are with these noises? What the frick? What was that? Did they hit me with rubber ducks? What the frig? What happened? There, all finished. The warriors liked every measure from heroic head to intrepid toe. Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Samroth. All in good time. I swear, it sounded like they were hitting me with rubber ducks or something. Aha! Found you. Hold on. Alvanod wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but it seemed like it was very important. Go on. We have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. What the frig, man? I've never seen anyone take measurements that aggressively.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Eorzea has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Preamble?
Thank you, Eorzea. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Well, then the decision seems clear.
Alphanod?
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our number step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh.
Help! I need some help here!
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, don't everyone jump up at once.
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Who dat?
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Who dat?
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay.
Uh-oh.
I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous.
Well, what happened? What frig? It minimized for me.
Has it, your man is eager to test his claws.
What the frig? Sorry about that, I had a weird pop-up that minimized my screen.
And on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I shall depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive.
What do I do?
You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich, and encourage him to send an envoy.
It's pronounced envoy.
To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Yeah, he's gonna be the one to betray us in this next one. A walk. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Emmerich. It's good to see you, my friend. 'Tis a pity, but it's a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly I can't talk today. I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business, I thank you for bringing these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will, of course, send an envoy to attend the Council of Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make, not mine alone at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I thank you. Our representative, whoever we select, will require a stable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handerloop that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Samroth, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury, speed you on your way. Food again. If we have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. And again, it happens my compatriot in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as this guard's envoy. I had a feeling it was either going to be him or that, what was her name? The one girl that had like black hair, was half elf, part of the, why can't I remember names? I'm bad at remembering names, sorry. Not I can see that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not, in good conscience, make the decision alone. Not with the ink scarce dry on the Republic's book of statuses. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Am I gonna get a new mount? Like, I don't really know much about mount collecting in this game, but I don't have any mounts. Wait. How do I see my... Ah, here we go. I have Chocobo, Black Chocobo, the mech thing, Windsail. I only have the ones given, like, on the main storyline. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Zemroth? You may see a familiar face. ... Him? They put him in charge? Zemroth, old boy, how wonderful to see you, and Sir Emmerich too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Hondroit. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia has a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Both villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a Garl. I mean, to an Imperial. Ah, I see what happened there. Because the Night Lady with me is one of their race. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Fanciful at the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see you truly at the helm? Or worried? You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever go worthy to sit where he sat. Yet we can but play the hand that we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans... Oops, accidentally hit the mic, sorry about that. and Honderoid ceaseless chidling. I'm sure I'll muddle through, and worry not, old boy. Old Gridania's off to Gridania with you. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yawning. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am as entrapped by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. It seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Stone. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Convoy from Ishgard is arrived. Very good. This way if you please. Ah, and the Lumizian party as well. I had hoped to slip in unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Admiral. Always a pleasure. And Zemroth, I trust you are well. 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Master Zemroth, I'm glad to hear from Riol that the missing scions have now been found. There is much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? There's 2 chairs.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Eorzea. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Eorzea, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people, too, would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
The council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good. You have yet to depart. I feared I had missed you. Sir Emmerich. Master Alphinaud, a pleasure as always, and Miss Alisali. How wonderful to see you and see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Zemroth for serving as our escort before our duties called him away. I also wanted to thank our Doman ally. Jeez, not creepy stalkerish at all. Forgive me, my lord. I was awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and out of force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Ugiri. I am most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgardian support. My nation's historic value to heed the Alliance pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Ceasir to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Emmerich. The Empire is the enemy to us all, and we are all grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray, convince my regards to the Scions, my friends. We must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make such a speech out of everything? That is how adults speak, dear sister. Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should do our part we should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Ugiri? Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I'm curious to know how Papalimo and Yada fared in their talks with the Sylphs. Not to mention that what has been going on at Ballastar's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. Welcome back, Zemroth. I don't know about you, but I am heartily glad that all the talking's over. I understand these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak? Before you speak it, I doubt I'll ever feel at home in the realm of politics. That said, people have been known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Well, as much as I enjoyed the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Oh, I forgot to... Ah, you are returned from the council. But what of Alphinaud? Did some other matter require his attention? My apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryle, how is Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Pataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision? Each of the nations of Ishgard included has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond at any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. Yada, you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite, to open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Belisar's wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I'm familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want. I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As a reminder, it's been far too long since I shared a shadow with the shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. Four is quite sufficient for infiltration missions. Greater numbers would only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryle and I will detect our energies elsewhere. What of you, Lebiers? I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, it seemed wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Zamroth? Gridania would be safer for your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, I might ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on. To hold the fort, you mean? Very well. I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Huh. If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pay attention to it now. I would depart for Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Belisar's wall. It should be interesting to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at the top. Alright. I think this is a good stopping point for now. Need to get some dinner and stuff. So I'll probably be back on later tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We'll finish this story either tonight or tomorrow. Later.